Good day, Raptors! Welcome back to the channel. And today we are continuing with this lovely series. So I hope you stay tuned. If you did, remember to give a like if you enjoy this video. So today we're going to continue. Well, we're actually done with a player. As you can see here, if I play, we have normal motion, and if I hit the enemy, we destroy in thousands of pieces. So today we are continuing, we're creating the enemy. So we're going to do this in a few ways. But, well, there is a few ways you can do it, but we're going to do it in a interesting way that does not need any AI. So, we have created the cube in the previous video, we have added the tag, and now we're going to rename that to enemy. And we're going to go to a prefabs folder and just drag it in there. And I spelled enemy wrong. Enemy. Okay. So let's first go to our materials and create a new material. Create material enemy. And going from standard to diffuse, and we're going to create a red. Lovely red. Yeah, that will do. And we're going to go to our enemy and drag it up and apply. Then we're going to go to components and type in enemy control and create new script and C# always and add script. Then go to your assets and just move that script to our scripts folder. And let's open it up. Bring up mono development and let's go. So first thing that we have to do is I'm going to move those nodes. Start like that. And we're first going to start with our how can I explain this? So what we're going to actually be doing is we're going to create points in the world that's going to be representing our pathway of our enemy. And how we're going to do that is because not all enemies are going to have 4 or 5 or 6 or 2 points that we're going to move between, so it can change in a variety. So we're going to create an array for that. So let's go and say public transform and add the array brackets, and we're going to call it move points and close it. Then we actually have to add a move speed to our character of our enemy. So we're going to create another public float, and that's going to be our move speed. Ha! close it. And I forgot to add a note and say this is public. And have to add one more, that's going to be in private. And so I'm going to bring private private integer. So private int, and call this current position. Close that up, save it, and I spelled private wrong. Okay. So how this is going to run off is going to be the following. We first need to start off by moving our enemy to the first point of our move point system. So we're going to go and say transform dot position will be equal to our move points, and in brackets you can say 0 and dot position. It's easy as that. And we have to actually say the current position. So current position will be equal to 0, because when we start off, the player starts at position 0, so the current position will be also 0. As easy as that. So in void update, we're going to do the following. We're going to make an if statement that's going to say if transform dot position is equal. Remember, double equal because we're comparing, not setting. Move position. Move position, and in the array we are going to go to current position, like that, current position dot position. So what I'm technically saying here is hate it. If our enemy is at position 0, so that point's position, if it's at that point, we have to go and say current position plus plus. What that means is we take current position plus 1, so it can go to the next position. It's like almost saying current position equals current position plus 1. I'm not going to type it out. So that's pretty much what the plus plus means. So then we have to actually we have to see if, because we do not actually know how many move positions there is, so we have to actually check if the current position is equal higher than the move points. If it is, we have to actually go back to the very first point. It's easy as that. So let's put it in code and say if current position is higher or equal than move position dot length, because that is the length of the why is my computer doing that? That is the length of actually how many move points there is. Then we want to turn current position is equal to 0. It's easy as that. So now we actually have where it actually moves between all of the positions. Well, it calculates where all the positions is. Now we actually have to move our enemy to the positions. So we're going to start off saying transform dot position is equal to a new vector 3 dot move to, well, move towards. And the case mode we're going to move to is transform dot position comma previous, so it's going to go to move point and wrong bracket current position close bracket and, well, dot position, and then the move speed multiply time dot delta time. So what I actually did here is pretty easy. We're taking our enemy's current position and moving it in vector 3 move towards. Then we're getting our own position, and then we're getting the move toward to what position we have to move to, and then we actually put in the speed that we have to move towards that position. And why I did time dot delta time is because a lot of processors have a very fast frames per second, and some of them is going to have a slow frame per second. So on one computer it's going to be very fast, and the other computer is going to be very slow. So if you do time dot delta time, doesn't matter on which system you are, it doesn't use the frames per second to move actually the object. It takes actually the time to move the object. So that is all done. Save the script, then go back to your enemy, and as you can see we have move positions and move speed. So let's add a few move positions. We're going to add 4. We're going to add 4 positions, and it made 4 slots. Then we're going to bring new empty game object, reset its position, and we're going to go and say enemy root, and we're going to add on the y-axis 0.25, and then in root position we're going to add another one, reset, and let's say first position is -5 to -5, and position 1, and duplicate that, and we'll go to -5 and 5. Make that a 2. And let's get another one. So duplicate, and it's going to be 5 by 5, and duplicate it once more, and going to be 5 by -5. And then we go back to our enemy, and we're actually going to add those points in. So position 1, position 2, position 3, and position 4. And let's give it a move speed of 1. Let's see first if it actually moves. So as you can see, it moves from one point to the next, but it looks like our let's go out of full screen and pause, go to our scene. Our enemy is in the ground, so we have to take this route and move it up to by 0.5. Still in the ground. Well, he's not anymore. One of these values is okay. Now that works, but something I have seen is, if you look here in the hierarchy and we spawn a particle, right? Clone particle. The clone doesn't go away, as you can see. So we actually have to add a script that destroys that clone after a few seconds after it has actually come up. So pause there, and have to put back to 0.5 again, because I did it in. Also go to enemy and apply move speed to 3 and apply. So add a new script and call it dev timer, and open it up. Then, simple as you can think it would be, we're going to do it just that simple. We're going to remove that and remove update, and we're going to add one value. That's going to be a public float and lifetime, and then we're going to we're going to go into void start, and we're going to say destroy small game object, not capital, comma, lifetime. So what actually happening here is, after the particle system has started, it will call the start and it will destroy the particle in the time that we give it here. So if we set that to like a 5, I believe it will do it in 5 seconds. So go back to your prefabs, bring one into a scene, go to scripts and close that a little bit, and diff time gonna set to 5. It's not going to work right now, but it's going to work. So and there it goes. It destroyed itself. Let's just make this value to about 3. If 3 would work. Apply. Go back in. And it destroyed itself after the particle has finished. And yeah guys, that was the tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. We finished our player, we did our enemy, and in the next video we're going to create 2 or 3 scenes so we can actually do the script of the UI. So stay tuned, see you in the next video, and happy raptoring. Destroy this comment box, destroy the likes, and remember to subscribe. Just don't destroy the subscribe. Remember, there's a lot more other people. So yeah guys, see you in the next video. Cheers!